right, today our overall podium, third place, Chase Sexton, Geico Honda. Second place, RJ Hampshire, Geico Honda. And first place is the newly crowned, newly minted 250 national champion, Aaron Plessinger, Monster Energy, Yamalube, Star Racing, Yamaha. Let's start with you, Chase. This is like a home race for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only 3 hours from my hometown, and it's either this or Redbud. So they're both about, Redbud's a little closer, but yeah, this is definitely close to me. I've actually raced the GNCC here twice. So yeah, I wish it would have helped me out there today. I mean, falling 6 times second moto is not GNCC worthy. So, but yeah, I honestly, I just got a good start, and RJ gave me a gift and fell over, and I saw Aaron. I was like, well, I got one shot to win this, and I was like, I'm gonna go for it. And I felt really good, and I thought I'd see Aaron get a little closer. I was like, oh, I'm feeling good, and then it hit the ground, and it went downhill from there. So
yeah, you caught me 5 seconds in one lap, I think.
Hey, I didn't know that. It makes me feel a little better. But yeah, I was kind of over being conservative this whole year, so I was like, one more race, just give it everything I had, and it didn't quite work out. But I'm glad I went for it.
Well, nice job. I know last year you were 250 Rookie of the Year, and this year you're getting used to running up front with these guys.
Yeah, for sure. I got 6 podiums this year, counting 3 in Supercross, 3 outdoors. So I'd say it was a pretty good year for me. Definitely a good building year, and I ended up getting a career number, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, that feels pretty good, and excited for 2019.
Any idea what number you're going to pick?
Well,
23 is going to be available.
If Aaron's going to I mean, obviously he's going to take a single digit, so that's the lowest number, and I mean, it worked out for Aaron, so might as well.
23 is a pretty good number.
Yeah, I was like, well, because Shane's going to take 24, I was like, well, Aaron's taking, I think, 7, so I'm going to take 23, I think. So.
Right on. Now, RJ, tell us about those hole shots.
Yeah, I seen first moto, Chad had that gate, and sure enough, it was left open for me. So I took a shot at it and paid off. That was my only hole shot all season. So yeah, it was cool. I called it earlier in the week, just kind of an Instagram post. I said I was going to hole shot, and sure enough, that gate was open, and I had the confidence coming in there.
That's the third time that's happened, because it happened at both of the MotoGP motos last year in Jacksonville.
Yeah, he's good at riding the grass line, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm just surprised it was left open.
Yeah. Well, what about the rest of the day? It was survival out there, but, you know.
Yeah, so we actually had a little issue in the practice, so I didn't qualify too great. Was pretty far outside on the first start. I actually had a pretty decent go at it. Ended up had a couple small crashes, but was able to pull it together first moto for a 4th, and then second moto I ripped that whole shot and was kind of just riding with AP for quite a while, and then found the ground, got up, and I knew I had to get chased for kind of the moto, not the moto, the overall podium, and then he ended up giving it back to me. So yeah, I was pumped. I mean, 4-3 on the day for another podium.
Did you pass him on his first, second, third, fourth, or 6th crash?
I don't know.
I lost count, so I couldn't even tell you.
All right, and Aaron, you've been here before. You've also raced GNCC before. This your home track too?
Yeah, it's only about I think 2 hours away from my hometown, and yeah, this place, I have a lot of memories of this place. I remember when this whole section over here was all trees, and I was a little bummed when they started tearing the trees down, but when I figured out it was going to be a pro national, I kind of perked up a little bit. But yeah, it's been here, I don't even know, coming here since 2006, I believe, and yeah, racing the GNCC here. I mean, this was kind of honestly like one of the GNCCs I have raced here, a couple of them actually, and yeah, when the mud gets, like when it keeps raining, like practice, it wasn't bad. It was just filled with water, but once the rain stopped and it started getting tacked up and sticking to the bike, I think at the end of the first moto, my bike was about 100 pounds heavier than it was when I started. But no, the whole day went pretty smooth, and these guys were riding great, and I just got off to 2 pretty good starts, and made my way into the lead both motos, and tried to keep it smooth and consistent, and that's pretty much how I got the win today.
Yeah. Now, if I remember correctly, you won your first national here 4 years ago, and now you've won your last 250 national for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, it's pretty special to win here for my last hoorah on the 250. I mean, I got donations, but yeah, I'm pretty pumped on that, and I'm pretty pumped the way I finished the season out, and yeah, I'm ready to go 450 big boys next year.
Right on. All right, questions, Guy B?
RJ, are you up for a career number also?
I have no idea. Not too sure. Haven't looked.
Gotcha. For all you guys, among the mud races you've ridden, is this about the slipperiest, nastiest thing you've seen?
I would say that it got sticky, super sticky towards the end, and the ruts were pretty bad. But I think Unadilla had more water, a lot more like water that's settled. I don't know.
This is definitely the gnarliest mud race I've ridden. Seattle this year was pretty gnarly, as Aaron raced it too, and it was tough. But I think this takes the win. It was deep out there, and the ruts were super gnarly, and yeah, it was definitely a fun track to ride on.
Yeah, I mean, out of all the nationals, I would say, yeah, I mean, last year Unadilla was pretty bad, and then in 2015, Washougal was really, really bad, and yeah, I'd say this one, if it's not the worst I've raced, it's up there.
Aaron, he said last 250 race. When did that deal come together? And I know there was some, you may race 250, 450. When was it decided that you would go move up?
I would say probably about 2.5 weeks ago, probably. It was a pretty quick decision.
Do you want to? I mean, was that your choice? Do you want to move up?
Yeah, I mean, I just said if it's all right with Bobby Reagan, I'll go. But if he says no, I'll say no.
So you did have another year left in your deal with Star.
Yeah, but they just see. I guess they just see my potential in on the 450 and how I ride the 250, and yeah, they just wanted me up there a little bit earlier.
And for all three, I think you guys got the worst of it in the first moto. How much did it change between first moto, second moto, just track conditions?
I thought they were pretty similar, to be honest. I thought it was going to be a little better second moto. I mean, the track was, I would say, faster for sure, but the ruts definitely didn't get any shallower. They were gnarly, and yeah, I would say they're pretty close, but first moto was definitely a little muddier.
Yeah, I just think it got a lot more hard packed that second moto because I had a paddle on, so we were sliding everywhere.
Yeah, that was sketchy. Every hard part, it was like ice.
This question is for Chase and RJ. You guys have been fast all summer, but it seems like more recently you've really put it all together. I guess, is there anything in particular you attribute that to?
I wouldn't say just in particular, just kind of a whole. I mean, we've both been fast, like you said, but just couldn't really put it together. Double podiums for Geico Honda 2 weekends in a row is huge, the way we started out, and then losing Jeremy. So I just give a lot of credit to the team. They were working pretty hard, and I mean, you can tell we had a pretty good bike the last few weeks. So yeah, big ups to them.
Yeah, like RJ said, we definitely struggled a little bit at the beginning of the season just with the bike, and I mean, we definitely weren't riding like we are now. But yeah, Washougal, we definitely made some big improvements with the motor, and it's definitely showed. We've definitely had the speed these last, 4 or 5 rounds, and it's good to get on the podium twice, and to be 2 Geico riders on the podium is cool to see, and yeah, it's good for sure.
Okay, last question. Why don't each of you tell us what your next few weeks look like? Season's over, but you go on vacation, get married. Well, you're married, getting married. You're a dad. You got to change diapers.
Yeah, I gotta go back to changing diapers and waking up at night. But no, it's gonna be fun the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna go down to Georgia and see my fiance's family and let them all see Jake, and then we're gonna go that next week up to Ohio and see all my family and let them visit Jake, and then it's back to California to get ready for the Nations. So I'm pretty pumped on it.
Yeah, and your teammate Justin Barsha. It seems like you guys got some nice momentum going into this race for Team USA.
Yeah, he did pretty good, I would say. I mean, he did all right. You know, no, he rode awesome today, and he got out those starts and shows you what he can do, and shows you what we can do at the Nations. And I think it'll probably be a repeat of here.
RJ, how about you?
So I'm getting married November 11th, so just kind of do schedule and everything around that. Maybe a couple off-season races here and there, but you know, it's kind of that's our main focus is off-season.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Chase?
Yeah, well, I'm not getting married anytime soon, so yeah, I'm actually gonna get the rod pulled out of my femur when I broke it last year in Atlanta. So that's I think the 11th of September. I'm actually planning on coming back up here. I'm gonna fly home, and I think we're gonna drive back up to Illinois and see some of my friends and ride some of the old tracks I used to ride. But yeah, I get the rod out of my leg, and then yeah, back to work for Supercross.
We have a GNCC here in late October if you want to brush up on your mud skills.
I mean, I think
wanna
I
come.
need to. I think I need to after that second moto.
We need
I
a
would-
petition.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I could. I mean, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna be able to hang with Aaron, but I've done pretty good in the GNCCs I did on my Super Mini. I only went an hour and a half though. I don't know about going 3 hours. He's pretty good at it. So if I would be up for it. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, right on. Okay, anyone else? Any questions? All right, congratulations, Aaron. Congratulations, RJ. Chase, thank you.